Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on pie graph. While the pie graph was introduced briefly in an earlier video, we will now explore it in more detail. A pie graph is very attractive because of its design and the colours that exist for each sector. It is a great way to compare different results. The sectors in a pie graph can be represented as percentages or as degrees. By sectors we mean these parts here, these areas. See, we have 4 of them. The black one, white, it doesn't have to be that colour, silver and other. Black means black cars. Okay, so that sector represents the black cars. Okay, this sector represents the white cars, that sector represents the silver cars, and that sector represents the other colours. So for the first example, the following pie graph gives the percentage of coloured cars in a car park. So the white cars, there are 45% of all the cars are white, 20% are black, 30% are silver, and 5% are a mixture of other colours. Find the degrees for each sector. So for the white sector, over here, 45% of the cars are white, so 45% of 360, because the total circle, when we do one revolution, that represents 360 degrees. So this section, which is 45% of the total, will be 45% of 360, and that's 162 degrees. For the black cars, that's 20%, so 20% of 360 is 72. The silver cars represent 30%, so 30% of 360 is 108 degrees. And all the other colours, 5% of 360 is 18 degrees. So when we add all the degrees for the 4 sectors, we get 360 degrees, which gives you the full circle. Example 2. The following are 5 ways that students may spend their day. Find the percentage that is represented by each sector in the circle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for sleep, that represents 120 degrees. The time at school, 90 degrees. Play is 45 degrees. Homework, 45 degrees. And other activities, 60 degrees. So for sleep, we have 120 degrees over 360 degrees times 100 over 1. That represents 33.33% of the total circle. So that sector represents 33.33%. That's what 120 degrees represents. Time at school is 90 over 360 by 100 over 1, which is 25%. Play is 45 over 360 by 100 over 1, that's 12.5%. Homework is exactly the same, 45 over 360 by 100 over 1, which is 12.5%. And others is 60 over 360 times 100 over 1, which is 16 2/3%. So when you add all those percentages up, we get 100%. So this video has looked at the pie graph in more detail, and we've shown 2 examples of 2 very typical questions that can be asked of the pie graph.